Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Disgaea RPG episode or video. And today I'm actually going to be talking about a few tips that you probably want to do like right away if you haven't already been doing them. This is for people that may have not installed the game just yet or wondering how to play the game, when to play the game. Definitely now. You should have. I made a video before. You should have pre-registered because you get a lot of stuff. So after you re-roll and you get your character that you want to choose from, because all the characters there are very good. They're top tier, and Disgaea, of course, is one of the best ones you want to get, but she requires a certain team in the future. But for now, I think AoE damage or area effect damage or just multiple damages to everybody is better than single target, because you want to get through those waves rather quickly. You don't want to give them a chance to get any damage on you. So first of all, after you've done all that stuff, you've started playing the game a little bit, you're doing the story. I recommend doing the story ASAP. You want to go ahead and on a reset, whatever time it is for you. For me, it's midnight. So maybe any time after that, you want to go right ahead and get into Dark Assembly when you can get it unlocked. So this is probably like after you're a few ranks ahead. You want to go ahead and get into Dark Assembly. It's very important, especially right now. I don't know how long. I don't know. It says campaign ongoing, so I'm not sure how much longer this is going to last. But you want to definitely go ahead and do this 2 times experience points gain, and just use any of that miso or like the bribe stuff that you have. You get lots of bribes, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about like conserving them. Just use as much as you can until there's a message that will pop up above, and it will say more favorable or very likely, stuff like that. See where it says unlikely right now, so you want to make that more favorable for you. Then you get that 2 times experience points bonus. You want to jump right into very quickly. You want to be this. It reminds me of like RuneScape in terms of like being like effective, being like efficient with your time. So it won't take you 30 minutes really, but you want to go right ahead and get into Dark Gate, and you want to jump into the XP Gate right away, and you just want to do as many as you can. You can only do a few times per day, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Just do up to what you can, and don't be inefficient with your experience points, because you will fall behind other players, and you don't want to do that, right? So you want to go ahead and do this, and then you want to swap. You want to go to Miles' lab immediately and start reincarnating. And even if your experience points gain is still going on, you want to go ahead and use these as well, because you can only do these per day. I don't need to do this one anymore. After a few days and doing the story and stuff, you might not even worry about this one anymore. But the second one is definitely necessary, because it gives you the tier. I can't show you, unfortunately. I can show you on this one. This item here, you want this item. You definitely want this item more than any of the other ones, and then eventually this one as well. But I don't have to worry about that one right now. So you want to go ahead and do all these. The gates are very important to do immediately, because you want to start getting, because like you're reincarnating and then you have to go back to level 1 again. So you want to keep doing this cycle over and over again, because basically if you're not the level that you require for the fight, you're not going to do a lot of damage, and there will do a lot more damage too. So basically think of yourself as level 1 and the enemy's level 1, so you're going to do equal amount of damage, and they're going to do equal amount of damage. If you are higher than level 1 and the enemy is level 1, you're going to do insane amount of damage. It's kind of like a weird old RPG type, where basically if you're not a strong enough level, they're going to do way too much damage to you, and if it's the other way around, they're going to do a lot of damage to them. So if you basically are a level 500 and that requires a level 500, then you're going to do the amount of damage that's required. If you're a little bit lower than 500, you may not be able to win. If you're above 500, you'll stomp it. You'll stomp. So that's basically how that level, that's how that works. I've played a lot of RPGs that are very similar to that, so just make sure you guys are keeping up on your levels. It's very important to do that. Very big deal. So Dark Gate is probably one of the biggest things you want to do. And if you cannot get, if you don't have any AP and anything like that, Item World is one of the best ways of getting free experience points, free a lot of other things, because it doesn't require any energy or AP. It doesn't require anything. Just go in there, fight, and get some experience points, get some stuff. Completely free. You don't have to worry about that, so that's also another thing. And you want to go ahead and you also try to do up to the event you can, because this event is not lasting much longer, and also the bonuses that you get per stage are not that much. You don't get that much points per stage, and I have not done hard yet, but I assume hard might give you a little bit more. But honestly, easy and normal didn't give out much points. It did give out like 900 at the very end. That's not much. So if you guys were hoping, oh, normal might be giving some good stuff. Nope, it barely gives you anything. So I'll try to see how hard goes. I don't know. I'm not really there just yet, but playing a lot of other games, so it's kind of hard to keep up with a lot of other games I'm playing. But yeah, so there's also a daily summon per day. I don't know if I can show you. I think I already did it. But there'll be a daily summon in here. I think it's this one or one of these other banners. You don't even pay attention to the paid ones, because honestly, I know I said in my first impressions that the paid banners are annoying and everything, but after playing for a few days, I don't think they matter anymore. They give you a top tier character for free, and a lot of other pulls and stuff that you can do if you want. So honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. I think you can just use the 4-star, which is the highest rarity character you can get on summon. You can just use them to steamroll past story and everything. They'll carry you through a lot of the part of the game. So you don't really need to worry about the paid banners anymore. Honestly, that's not that big of a deal. But there is a free pull in here that'll say 0. It'll say 0 quartz cost. And you want to go ahead and do that just so maybe you get lucky. Maybe you can get some, character that may help you out a little bit more. Maybe it has a decent passive. So overall, there's not much to worry about in terms of the beginning of the game. There's no strategy involved. Just find someone who has AoE. That'd be really nice. I have 2 people, or actually 3 technically. I have 3 people right now. I have 3 people that are the first 3 there that have AoE. 1 strong single target damage dealer, which is Edna, who I recommend leveling up. I don't know why people are saying that she's bad. For a free unit, she's quite good, and will be able to carry throughout most of the game. And of course, the last one there, she's a decent healer, but not the. I'm assuming there probably will be better healers in the future, because her healing is single target, and I'm assuming you would want to have an AoE healer eventually, since you can't, like the points per gain per, like the thing per gain is not much per turn, so to heal it costs a lot. So I assume there will be an AoE healer in the future, but she's decent for now. Plus she can be offensive and all that stuff. So yeah, there's not much else to talk about, guys. Those are the biggest tips I wanted you guys to know. Get that experience gain, get that, do the Dark Gate, very important. I would say Dark Gate at the beginning of the reset is way more important than doing the event and doing the story. Way more important, because you want to go ahead and get that done so you can get yourself settled in getting the reincarnations done again and getting some more levels up and going and all that stuff right now. And as you notice, I can't do some of them because I don't have any more reincarnation materials. So there's a few characters that I have that I can't do right now. But you also want to do the beginner's quest that'll be on the side of the screen where it says Raspberry's homework. It'll be different for you for right now, for the next few, but this is where I've gotten to. And you want to go ahead and do this just because it gives you free stuff. It's nice. So overall, guys, the biggest tip I can say before we leave, don't pull on any banners for a long time. I think if you're completely free to play, I would recommend not pulling on any banners, because honestly, the 4-star character that you get is strong enough, and you can build off of that. You can get 3-star characters. Don't be afraid to use 3-star characters like I'm using right here. 2 to 3-star characters is not a big deal. They might have some decent passes, so you don't need to worry about pulling. I honestly don't think you need to worry about pulling. It's kind of crazy how they give you a 4-star character at the beginning. So as you guys can see there, I've not pulled at all. I have 17k quartz and I've not pulled at all, and I still have tons of story to do. So there's tons of story to do, guys. There's normal difficulties, there's hard difficulty as well. So there's tons of story to do. Don't pull, guys. Just save up your crystals or your gems or whatever you want to call them for a future banner in the far future. But for right now, I don't think you need any of those new characters. I really don't think you need them. So this was a lot less coherent than I wanted it to be, but I hope you guys learned something at least. If you haven't played this game yet, just to recap, do the Dark Assembly is very important at the beginning of the rotation. Another hospital will give you some free energy. It's just like a spin. If you play Brave Exvius, it's like an ad wheel, but it's not really an ad wheel. You get some free energy from that. And also, in Dark Assembly, you can raise up your equipment shop level. So I've got to rank 7, but that's not even that high. And you can get some decent things in here. In fact, this is actually pretty good. This has a lot of spots. innocent levels. This is actually a lot. I would actually buy this. Just maybe I can work on it in the future. That's actually a pretty good pickup. And then the ones that have like lower spots on them, you probably don't want to worry about too much. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but they're not that good. So you also want to use dark assembly points to raise up your customer shop thing, which costs 50. So basically 50 for the 2 times experience point gain, and also 50 for the shop increase. Most important ones, the gil or the HL, whatever you want to call it, money, gold, not important. As you can see there, I've got tons of money, and I haven't done the gate for it or anything. I wouldn't worry about doing the dark gate for the money either, unless you're like desperate. And I don't think you need much money in this game, honestly. I don't think you need much money. Maybe in the future you will, but not right now. And the 2 times drop rate, no. The drop rates in this game are not that big of a deal either. I have not noticed much drop rates issues. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna try to make more videos on this game in the future, but I just wanted to make an interesting video for you guys to understand. If you guys have just if you just installed the game today and you don't really know much about the game, do these tips and you'll get yourself on the way to go. As you can see here, I've got pretty high levels. I can't do these 2 because like I said, I don't have any reincarnation materials right now. But as you can see here, my Disco is looking pretty beefy. She's looking pretty beefy. And that's just the beginning, guys. Remember, the levels in this game can go crazily high. So for level 500 to you might like, wow. But it's actually really not that much. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is not a very coherent video, but I apologize for that. I need to work on that. So, but just keep in mind, guys, that I'm still kind of a new player as well. But I just wanted to share my tips that I've learned for you. So thank you guys for watching again. Make sure to click the like button. Tell me to make more of these videos in the future. And I hope to see you in the very next one. Peace.